Tonight on EKB Evening News at 6, Floyd County gets to work on a new school. Good evening, I'm Cindy Mae Johnson.
And I'm Gary Sloan. After months of planning, construction of a new Floyd County High School officially got underway today as officials gathered for the project's groundbreaking ceremony. EKB News reporter Shelby Steele attended the event and brings us this report.
The new Floyd Central High School, a consolidation of Allen Central High and South Floyd High, broke ground today with its state-of-the-art plans. Floyd County School Superintendent Dr. Henry Webb says this has been a long time coming.
To have a facility like the one that's going to be built for our kids is extraordinary, really. Our county has tried over the last several years to provide a world-class education for our kids, and our kids here in Floyd County is going to have a world-class education when this facility, when this is complete.
Students are excited to be finally placed with other students in the county.
I think it'll be a great opportunity actually for the students of South Floyd and Allen Central so we can finally get together for once and stop being rivals.
Dr. Webb expects the facility to open in the fall of 2017. He adds that this is exciting because this facility will go above and beyond for the students.
Once this project is complete, we'll also be combining some students in our South Floyd facility on Left Beaver. We will have no student in Floyd County go through a Category 5 school door, which is very exciting for us. 2 high schools will go into this facility, and then like I said, our South Floyd High School now on Left Beaver will become a K-8, and McDowell, Osborne, and South Floyd Middle School will be housed there.
For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Shelby Steele.
The groundbreaking isn't the only thing Floyd Countyans have to celebrate. On Wednesday, the Kentucky Department of Education honored Floyd County as one of 8 districts of distinction in the state. Others honored included Anchorage, Boyle County, Callaway County, Corbin, Fort Thomas, Murray, and Walton Verona. To qualify for the award, a district must finish in the 95th percentile on its accountability score and meet other criteria. In addition, Floyd County also picked up an award as a high progress district for being in the top 10% of improvement compared to other districts in the state. Superintendent Henry Webb says the awards shine a well-deserved spotlight on the kids.
Here in our regional area, we were the only school district east of Lexington, and once again, one of only 8 in the state of Kentucky, and can't say enough about our kids and our people and all the wonderful things they're doing.
Over the last 15 years, the district has seen a dramatic turnaround, going from a state takeover and near last place performance on state testing to scoring 12th in the state on accountability tests last year.
On Sunday, the Rite Aid Pharmacy of Robinson Creek was held up at gunpoint by a robber demanding drugs. Today, a man is in jail, charged with first-degree robbery for that incident. 29-year-old Joshua Johnson of Jenkins was arrested Wednesday. According to a police report, Johnson confessed to the holdup when he was arrested. Kentucky State Police Public Information Officer Stephen Mounts today spoke about Johnson's capture.
Investigators, along with troopers, responded to the lookout community of Pike County in search of a Joshua Johnson who had an active warrant on him for robbery first regarding the Rite Aid incident. Johnson continues to be held in the Pike County Detention Center.
The federal bribery trial of former state representative W. Keith Hall has been postponed until June 8th. Hall was originally scheduled to go on trial later this month. He requested the delay last week due to the large amount of evidence prosecutors plan to introduce, and so he could better prepare for trial after learning of several witnesses who will be called against him. One of those witnesses is his wife. Assistant U.S. Attorney Kenneth Taylor objected to the request for a delay, but U.S. District Judge Karen Caldwell granted it this week.
Drivers in Pike County are being asked to use caution after highway officials installed a temporary traffic signal yesterday near the Kemper community. EKB News reporter Shannon Deskins tells us more about the project they're working on.
Drivers who travel to the Kemper and Phelps area on Kentucky 194 in Pike County are being advised to use caution near Lawson's Branch at the 21.9 mile point. Wednesday afternoon, workers with the Highway Department installed temporary traffic signals in the area where work on a water line is getting ready to start.
We have temporary traffic signals in a section of 194 Upper Johns Creek, and they're at the location where we've had several slides in recent memory. In order to fix them, we're going to have to close one lane of traffic. The rains in March made this area so unstable that a water line has actually hooved up. And so in order to have room to temporarily relocate the water line, we've put up temporary traffic signals, and there's one-lane traffic.
The water line being moved by the slide is in the Mountain Water District system, and officials with the company assured us that neither residents nor businesses in the area should experience a disruption of service when the temporary line is installed. Highway Department officials are urging motorists in that area to slow down and treat the temporary signal as you would any other.
A stoplight is a stoplight is a stoplight, and it doesn't matter where it is. And they're there for your safety. And many times people don't realize that we consider drivers our partners in keeping the road safe. The safest thing about your vehicle is you.
Officials say the temporary signals will be in place for an indefinite amount of time and will depend on the complexity of the water line project. For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Shannon Deskins.
Well, coming up, the city of Martin has received a grant to better equip their police officers.
And a concert earlier this week put local musicians, music educators, and music students in the spotlight. We'll be back in just 2 minutes.
The Martin Police Department is the recipient of a $5,500 grant to purchase body armor and other items through the Law Enforcement Protection Program. The money will be used to buy 3 body armor vests, 3 sidearms, 3 shotguns, 3 tasers, and 1 taser software package. Mayor Sam Howell says the grant will be a boost to law enforcement in his community. Money for the grant is derived from the sale of confiscated weapons.
The University of Pikeville concluded its observance of Music in Our Schools Month with a collage concert Tuesday night. The event featured educators, students, and local musicians from throughout the community. EKB News reporter Courtney Levern was at the concert.
A free recital held at the University of Pikeville Tuesday evening showcased talent ranging from high school singers to performing teachers.
We have such talented music educators in our region. I wanted to give them an opportunity to perform because throughout the year they've readied their students for performance and their students don't get to see them perform. So it was a unique opportunity to allow them to come here and just show their talent.
A large crowd came out to the collage concert to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Music in Our Schools Month. Spectators appeared to enjoy the performances, and one attendee commented on the level of talent in Eastern Kentucky.
Just to see all the talent that is in Kentucky is just truly amazing. And this program tonight was unique because it not only featured kids from here at UPike, but it also featured kids from high school and teachers, music educators, and it was just, I think it's really awesome.
And in addition, we had some high school students who are studying music privately in some of the studios across the way, and they were featured as well. And my goodness, it's very impressive what we heard tonight from everyone.
Along with music teachers and singers, a lot of the performers were of the younger generation.
Some of these high school students, they don't get this opportunity many times, and I think if people came to watch this, even if high schoolers came to watch this, they would be more courageous and want to do something like this.
This recital could also encourage more talent to step into the spotlight.
This is the first year that we've tried a collage concert of this nature, and it's been such a success that I think we're going to keep it as a tradition here at the University of Pikeville.
Reporting for EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Courtney Levin.
Well, the 3rd annual Appalachian Seed Swap takes place this weekend, and although the event is relatively new, it's already outgrown its original location. This year, the event has moved to Pike Central High School. Those attending can buy, sell, and trade heirloom seeds and take part in a number of workshops. 2 of the event's organizers appeared on today's Daybreak Morning Show on WDHR to talk about the seed swap. Neil Hunt said it began from a simple desire to preserve a part of Appalachian culture.
Well, it got started basically, we were talking about some tomato seed, and then the Harless Creek White Cushall, and the disaster on how we about lost it.
Right.
And so we decided we would start raising some awareness and maybe trying to start circulating some of these heirloom seeds that are local to us. And it's grew from that thought to 300 people.
Joyce Pinson said heirloom seeds can play a much bigger role than a spot on the dinner plate. She said events like the seed swap can be the first step in creating a food economy.
If you look at building a food economy like what they've done in Charleston, South Carolina, they started with researching the history of their food. Then they built the restaurant industry, and then they expanded to where it's a major tourism attraction because people travel on their belly. So they want good food.
Organizers are especially excited that the event will mark the debut of Kentucky State University's mobile canning unit, a trailer that allows cooks to make jams, jellies, pickles, and other valued added products in an officially certified kitchen. Pinson said that can be another source of revenue for locals.
The mobile unit, the idea is that it's a certified kitchen on wheels. So if you want to sell your food, if you want to can jams, jellies, pickles, that type of thing, you can literally bring this to your farm, wash your vegetables, process them in this kitchen, and then if you've got your paperwork in order, you can retail this. So we don't have a certified kitchen that can accomplish all of this in Pike County just yet.
Okay.
So this is a great opportunity for us to make a little money on the side.
The Appalachian Seed Swap is free. It will take place from 9 a.m. until 12 noon on Saturday at Pike Central High School.
Coming up, Andrew Joyce joins us in studio to talk about the University of Pikeville celebrating a national championship.
But first, EKB Chief Meteorologist Lathan Hopkins will be in with our forecast. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, Cindy, I don't know if you had a chance to get out of the office much, but it was an absolutely beautiful day.
Another one. That's at least 2 in a row. Can we go for 3?
Things will unfortunately be changing a little bit later on this evening and especially during the day tomorrow, and that's going to set us up for a much cooler weekend. What we're watching right now, a line of showers and thunderstorms currently moving across parts of central Kentucky. We do have a few showers moving out of Harlan County, also into Wise and Letcher County, just a couple of light rain showers. But this is the main area of concern for now. You can see here just outside of Lexington, a little bowing here showing up on the radar. So that is showing at least some gusty winds inside of that thunderstorm complex, and it is moving to the east. So if it holds together, we'll have to watch from Paintsville, Prestonsburg, even toward Louisa. Satellite and radar composite, we actually do have a severe thunderstorm watch box in effect for most of central Kentucky, and there is talk that that may be extended into our region. That's something I will be watching here over the next hour or so, and we will keep you up to date with the latest. But temperatures, man, oh man, another nice day, 78 in Pikeville and Williamson. If you look closely, you see a couple little spots of red. That's the model saying near 80 degrees this afternoon. Beautiful day. 77 in Inez, 78 in Paintsville, 73, a little cooler in Prestonsburg where they had a few showers move through earlier this afternoon. Okay, here is what we're to expect through the overnight hours. Notice that line of storms continuing to move off to the east. As this computer forecasting model shows, it's going to kind of die down during the overnight hours once we lose the heating of the day. Then tomorrow morning we deal with another line of strong storms. That will be right in time for the morning commute. Then we get another break for late morning, early afternoon before the front itself finally makes its way across the Ohio River and into eastern Kentucky. And as it moves in, notice another line of showers and thunderstorms expected to fire up during the late afternoon and early evening hours. And again, some of those may be strong to even severe at times. Here's what the Storm Prediction Center shows as far as the severe weather threat goes for tonight. A slight risk category from Lexington to Bowling Green and points to the west. But during the day on Friday, that moves very, very, very close to parts of eastern Kentucky. And this would include Hazard, this would include Jackson, maybe near Paintsville as well, that slight risk category. So we will watch this during the overnight hours and during the day tomorrow. Again, the main threat will be heavy rainfall and gusty winds, of course, frequent lightning as well. For that reason, with the threat of heavy rain, we do have a flash flood watch that is in effect beginning at 8 o'clock tonight. This is for Salyersville, Paintsville, Prestonsburg, Inez, and even over toward Hazard. Letcher County, Pike County, parts of southwest Virginia, western West Virginia, not included in that flash flood watch as of right now. One thing that the rain will do, the pollen count, brought to you by Faith Pharmacy, Adams Plaza in Pikeville, with the rain moving in tomorrow, much lower, 3 out of a possible 12. But of course, once that drier weather moves in this weekend, back up it goes into the high category. Your 5-day forecast, 75 for tomorrow with those showers and thunderstorms likely, 57 on Saturday, 67 though on Sunday. Still looking nice for all those Easter plans, the sunrise services. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s, so a little cool that morning, but that afternoon, absolutely beautiful.
Perfect for hunting eggs.
It is.
That's what we're doing.
We will watch those storms this evening, and especially during the day tomorrow. We'll keep you up to date.
Thanks, Lathan. Well, the return of warmer weather is good news for those who love to fish. In this first installment of a 2-part series, EKB News' own outdoor expert, Ronnie Hilton, examines area lakes to see where fishermen have their best chance to land a big catch.
Spring is here and many anglers are hitting the region's lakes in hopes of catching a trophy largemouth bass. Officials with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources state that spring is the ideal time to chase large bass on area lakes.
Right now, early, all 3 lakes, Paintsville, Fish Trap, Dewey. March is excellent month for the big fish, so even into April it still continues good. A lot of guys get big fish in some of the more murky or muddy water where it's shallower, where it'll get over some of these flats. In about any type of structure you could find is going to attract some of these bigger bass. With our sampling that we do, probably running right now, for what they catch, their highest percentage of keepers is probably going to be at Fish Trap versus Dewey or Paintsville.
With warmer temperatures and area lakes returning to summer levels, the next few weeks should provide excellent opportunities to catch a trophy largemouth. For EKB TV Evening News at 6, I'm Ronnie Hilton.
Ronnie will wrap up that series tomorrow night with a look at local rivers. I thought fishermen always kept that stuff secret.
I do too, but I'm taking notes though.
Good.
We'll be back with sports in just 2 minutes.
Just want you to enjoy.
Well, with weather like this, I'm thinking baseball.
Yeah, it's a good day to be out on the diamond, right?
Whether it's baseball or softball, a lot going on, and it is great weather. The University of Pikeville softball team is on a roll. As of yesterday, a doubleheader sweep of West Virginia Tech, 6-2 and 5-3. The Bears were led by Brandy Jo Howard, who had 3 hits, 2 runs, walked twice, and for good measure, stole 4 bases in the wins to improve the Bears to a record of 13-11. UPike back in action again tomorrow on the road at Campbellsville. And the University of Pikeville celebrated the UPike Women's National Championship and the men's accomplishments at the NAIA National Tournament yesterday. Michaela Colley was there to cover the event.
On Wednesday night, the University of Pikeville Center for Student Success and the University of Pikeville Athletics hosted an event to honor the 2015 NAIA Women's National Bowling Championship and the men who placed third.
It is the best finish that the men's team has had in national competition. Ironically, we're going back to Wichita in about 11 days, and the last time we were there, we were 5th in the country, and it was a great experience then. So we're looking forward to going. We're going in the right direction. Our momentum's good. The guys are going to be ready to go, and it's going to be a great time.
This makes the 4th UPike Women's National Championship with a 3-0 win over Robert Morris of Illinois. This is their 2nd NAIA National Championship since 2011.
It feels really great to be able to be competitive every year and to know as the season starts that there's an outside chance that you may get a chance to get to the national tournament, and when you get there to do what you really go to do and try to win. But it's a great experience even if you don't make it. But for our kids, it's tremendous, the work ethic that they have and the hard work that they put in for this was just amazing, and they deserved it. We just have a great group here, and we really appreciate the support of the university and of the community. We've had a lot of people in the community have sent us messages and phone calls, and we see them on the street and they do that, and it's really great that people are supportive of the programs at the university and just through the community. Just a big thank you for staying behind us.
Both the men and women bowling teams will travel to Wichita, Kansas to compete in the USBC Intercollegiate Tournament. The men and women will start tournament play April 13th and it will be completed April 18th. For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Michaela Colley.
And from the Final Four coaches press conference today, in anticipation to the Final Four game this weekend against the Wisconsin Badgers, UK coach John Calipari said that he isn't worried about the Badgers. He's more concerned about his team.
You got to play. And I keep coming back to, I know how good Wisconsin is. I know how good Duke is. I know how good Michigan State is. I watched all three. I have to worry about my team playing well. And if that's not good enough, I'll live with the results.
Of course, the Wildcats play Saturday night in the Final Four in Indianapolis, facing Wisconsin in an 8:49 p.m. tip-off. And we'll leave you tonight with local baseball and softball recaps and take a look at the action on the field tonight. Yesterday, Magoffin County traveled to Eastridge to take on the Warriors. The Hornets got started strong. Jaden Sowards of Magoffin County hit this shot high off the wall in right field, getting the Hornets offense started. Sowards was 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. As you see, Eastridge pitcher Christian Taylor had a tough top of the first inning. Tyler Fitzpatrick hit this shot to the right center field fence, driving in 2 runs for the Hornets. Fitzpatrick went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 3 RBI. The bottom of the first, the Warriors, they came out strong enough. Jacob Cheney hit this long shot to the center field fence, bringing in Christian Hagee. Cheney went 1 for 4 on the night with an RBI. The Hornets, however, come out on top, 12-6. In other baseball action around the area, Painesville got a win over Allen Central 7-3. Pike Central, a big win over Letcher Central 13-3. Brad Elkins 4 for 4. Hunter Clark went 3 for 3 for the Hawks in the win. In other action, Prestonsburg blanked Betsy Lane 10-0, and Shelby Valley all over South Floyd 14-4. On the baseball diamonds this evening, weather permitting, Phelps travels to South Floyd to take on the Raiders, and Jenkins goes to Magoffin County. On the softball diamonds tonight, Paintsville is at Betsy Lane. The Eastridge ladies travel to Shelby Valley. Buckhorn is at Pike Central, and the Jenkins Lady Cavs on the road to Sheldon Clark. And speaking of Sheldon Clark, in breaking news tonight from the Sheldon Clark football program, Adam Turner, an assistant coach for Bell County High School last season, has been named the new head football coach for the Sheldon Clark Cardinals. There will be a formal press conference to introduce him tomorrow at 6 in Inez.
All right, I got to ask you guys about the Final Four game coming up. There's a little something going on with the radio station in Wisconsin.
Sure.
You guys in the mornings? What's that about?
We've got a little friendly wager. Wisconsin proud of their beer and cheese. Of course, we're proud of our ham and bourbon and KFC. Yeah, we've got a little friendly wager. We feel like we won't have to pay off that bet.
I'd like some of the cheese when it gets here. Okay.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, Lathan, a chance for some showers tonight?
Showers and even a few thunderstorms. Actually starting to see a few severe thunderstorm warnings being posted in parts of eastern Kentucky. For now, that is generally from Moorhead into parts of Bath County, Montgomery County. But for folks in Morgan County, even Johnson and Lawrence, Martin counties, some of those could hold together and head in our direction over the next 2 hours or so.
Okay.
And coming up right after this, another Kentucky show.
I look forward to it. Bluegrass and Backroads.
Can't wait.
That will do it for tonight's EKB Evening News. Remember, you can get more local news anytime by listening to the radio stations of East Kentucky Broadcasting.
And you can follow us, EKB News and EKB TV on Facebook and Twitter. We leave you tonight with today's Community Holy Week performance by the Pike Central Chorus. Good night. Thanks for watching.